Alright.
Hey, I'm your goddess Nazca here with a truck on mine. We are reacting to...
The Nintendo Switch 2 price dropped at $449. And then $90 for the games.
What's his name?
FLEEKZOID.
Thank you. So how much for the games?
$90?
They went to 90? I thought they were going to be 80, and that was already ridiculous.
80 for the digital version.
We got to pay an extra $10 to get the physical copy. Wow.
Yeah.
Stupid.
No.
The Switch 2 is $450. I don't.
$450.
Someone compared that God of War we pre-ordered. That's $450.
So for the price of a Switch 2, you could get the life-size Gardevoir in the plush instead.
Use it as a sex doll. You know someone's going to.
Here, I'm gonna buy it. I'm still gonna buy it. Hello, this is Flum, calling in from the Oval. Don't do it, Fleek. Your credit score isn't even 450. 450? I wouldn't even pay that much in taxes. Now, I'm not saying I evade, but I certainly...
What's up?
Keyboard.
Oh, you want the keyboard?
Well, duh. Don't get our setup correct.
I certainly a schwal. No wonder people are doing fentanyl. That shit's way cheaper than Mario Kart. These prices are getting so bad.
The bundle with
Dude, that reminds me of that sticker you had on your car. Drugs would be cheaper than all of the anime.
Yeah.
That people are saying fentanyl is the new family entertainment system. Have you heard this? Saying this? I should deport that greasy meatball gobbling bastard Mario for what he's doing to you people. I really should.
Shouldn't it be weed instead? Because isn't fentanyl a good way to go to the Deadlands?
The big N-word, Nintendo is pillaging their fans' wallets once again, but I'm not gonna let it happen. I'm not gonna let it happen, not this time. So welcome to Trump House. I'm terrifying the world so they cancel the Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders because you people can't help yourselves. You're helpless like little babies, little feeble babies that eat baby food. We're not helping.
Ooh, that was some nommy baby food there. Nom noms.
Shut up, you're tariff. Little bitch babies, that's what I call Nintendo fans. You guys say you won't buy it, but I know you'll buy it because that greasy Italian reminds you of when life was good and you could still get hard. You know, I was gonna drop.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. I can't get hard anymore unless I see Mario's face.
Or all the stripper mods.
All the stripper mods.
An N-word on the Japanese.
It's
to stop
Trump!
you guys from pre-ordering. You shouldn't do that. You really shouldn't do that. He said if you drop an N-word, then Russia will launch their N-words, and N-words are gonna be flying all over the place. People will have to hide in their bunkers from the N-words, like Fallout. So I didn't use the N-word. But if I pay $80 for Mario Kart and it doesn't work out, probably I will do it. I would almost say definitely. And what do you mean?
It's not the flagship title that I would be willing to spend months on. I'm surprised they didn't make the flagship title for Switch 2, the new Pokemon game they've been kind of advertising.
Or come out with another Smash.
I mean, they always do. Let's say, if I remember correctly, it was the Wii U variant of Smash was the flagship title, or
I don't know what it was for the Wii U.
No, I think it might have been Breath of the Wild. Don't listen to me.
By N-word. Nuke! Nuclear bomb, Pierres. We've been through this. That's what I call nukes, the N-word. Sometimes I call them the N-bomb. And if they're...
What was that? Welcome me in the Trump office background. What was? Wait. Back up. Back up. Right there. Okay.
I will do it. I would almost say definitely. And what do you mean by N-word? Nuke! Nuclear bomb, Pierres. We've been through this. That's what I call nukes, the N-word. Sometimes I call them the N-bomb. And if they're very radioactive, I call them hard R, as in hardcore radiation.
Reloaded!
Now let me pass it over to presenter Fleek. Great guy,
You're talking about... Oh! It's Mike Pence. Is that
Here, I'll show
what's
it.
the vice president's name?
J.D. Vance,
Oh. Who the fuck was I saying?
Mike Pence, that was his competitor.
Oh. I don't know people's names. I'm not good with names. But yeah, that's him as a little me minion.
At 3.5. Hard, he got tariffed by God, this guy. Samuel Vance, hang up the phone. Pimps, I fear the worst has happened. Nintendo has gained consciousness. They finally woke up and realized that PlayStation's off making Jaws and Concord, Xbox off making nothing, then when they do make something, you want them to go back to
Nintendo got corrupted.
Damn, the sun just came out.
They've been slowly getting corrupted this whole time. Remember back in the day when online services for Nintendo stuff was free? It stayed free longer than PlayStation did.
Yeah, but still.
making nothing, and Nintendo's the only ones left cranking out fun games. But as always, if you want to have your loyalty abused, become a Nintendo fan. You'll realize that nostalgia is worse for your wallet than crack. The Nintendo Switch 2 is an awesome console with fun games, but it's also death by 1,000 gotchas. And listen, $450 for the console, I'm a big boy, I can take one honest fucking, but I didn't...
You know, I'll take for fucking for a special edition Switch 2.
Or when people start scalping it online, selling it for like $800 to $1,000.
No, we're not taking that food. That's a dumb one. That's dumb. I'm saying I'll buy a Switch 2 if it's a special fancy edition. Give me a Super Smash edition like I used to have with... I had the special edition 3DS. That didn't last very long because the fucking screen broke and now it's useless.
Guys, you had to have it hanging off your pants. You go to use the toilet.
It didn't even fall. It just barely touched the ground and it got a crack. What bullshit is that?
Don't worry, Nesca. The Switch 2 can... Well,
The Switch 2 will contend with the latest PC by running all your games at S20p.
720p.
720, whatever.
Want to buy
the fuck
Mario
I
Kart
said.
for $60, let alone $70, but I did, so now I'm paying $80. And so far, the only response I've gotten from Nintendo is...
What is this magical BS that's going on with the
Apparently
console?
it has a cooler on the back of the thing to keep it your Nintendo cool.
Ooh, fancy.
While it's killing your wallet.
Yay.
What do you guys not have credit cards? Bowser's calling us all broke. I'm not broke. You're broke. Really broke. Broke back Bowser. That's I'll show you.
Broke back Bowser.
Broke. I'm not broke. You're broke. Really broke. Broke back Bowser.
Damn. Hey, continuing on that stripper tangent. Stripper
That's what we
Bowser.
call you. I'll show you who's broke. I'll pre-order 3 of these Switches right now. You don't have the credit cards. I have the credit cards. Hang up on him. Whatever the fuck you are.
Yeah, the help me out with his name.
JD Vance.
JD Vance face meme thing. Who was it that did that? Oh yeah, Papa Meat's video.
But it's not all bad news in the last week. Not a minute late. 10 years later, Nintendo is finally launching their competitor to the Kinect, which also doubles as a face cam for their new...
Oh, joy. Doing face cams again.
This handheld that
The latest handheld that was released after the OG Nintendo Game Boys was the PSP. There was no handheld that came out after that. Ah, the PSP. I need to get a new battery for mine because it wanted to explode.
legally distinct Discord. So now when you're harassing your friends and family, the NSA can finally put a face behind the slurs.
Hey!
And what a wonderful piece of hardware
Aw.
Calling in. We're on a plant cam.
Yeah. The sad thing is, despite all their advancements, their online service is still gonna be trash, isn't it?
and 60 by 4080 resolution by 640 by 40. That looks like shit.
Everything's computer. The sound, the visuals, all of it is so good. What quality? What shit quality?
Yay, 8-bit.
Kitty camera, and all 6 of the pixels are getting terrified.
Can't even hear you.
At least Nintendo's finally adjusting to reality, and we're done with.
So what are you saying is Skype died so it can become part of Nintendo?
People remember when we used to do Skype? Mm-hmm. I thought that died like 10 years ago. Apparently it died just recently.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel bad. Could have been using that
whole
more.
rooftop ritual sacrifice or whatever the hell was going on in the first Switch 1 trailer. I mean, still though, people are being way too nice to each other for a game of Mario Kart. This kind of feels like false advertising. Check this out.
Oh, he's trying to eat me.
Okay, I got it.
Your mother's a whore, Janice. She's seen more dick than a locker room mirror, that lady. I should have tariffed her to stop your release. I'm sorry, that was me. Don't cry. I'm getting hard. Swamp out.
Now, if you're planning on
We're all
upgrading to the
getting
premium
hard.
plan to get better screen share quality, make new plans, because this is the premium plan. Couldn't you tell? The dead giveaway was that you could use legally distinct Discord at all, because the dusty bitches that aren't a Nintendo Online member don't get to use this. They're not people.
Ugh.
If you don't pay for Switch Online, the
No.
C button won't send you to legally distinct Discord. It'll send you to zero.
Ooh, no. Oh, don't tell me they're gonna force the Nintendo Online thing. That's something I hated about Fallout 76.
Yeah.
When we originally got it, I was like, oh wow, new Fallout game, yay! And then when I found out it was online only, I was like, wow, no, I'm not paying for that.
And good thing we didn't pre-order it because that game released like
Yes.
dog shit.
Yes, we jump shipped just in the nick of time.
We were the first people on we were like the people on the Titanic. We got on the boat before the iceberg hit.
Recruiter, so your broke ass can get a second job. Their words, not mine. You need to keep Nintendo afloat. You think it's cheap to make DK look this sexy? Look at the ass on that gorilla. What a great ass. A huge ass. Not quite Melania's ass. I salute that ass, but this ass... I'd shake hands with it. The screen is
Yeah.
better now,
With
so
that bubble
Nintendo's
butt.
begun shitting on the quality of the old screen. And if you think that looks good, take a look at Cyberpunk on this bitch. By God, it doesn't
Oh
look a
wow! That's such beautiful graphics! It reminds me of the classic Nintendo system.
frame over 30. Hey, my great buddy, my good pal, you wanna know what I think about that? Well then, change the channel. I'd like to solve, Pat. Tariff. The word is tariff. What a nice word. In fact, Pat, my sweet sugarum, my honey bear, the sun to my moon. Look at me with those piercing blue eyes, baby. I tariff thee. Vance Halen, cut the commercial break. In other news, they've announced the games will be running at 60 FPS and 120 FPS in some games, sometimes, if they've been upgraded and if you bought that upgrade.
Upgrade? Oh, yuck!
So if you want the best quality, you gotta buy the upgrade.
Yuck! What, Nintendo, what happened to you? Where did it all go wrong? No. I don't even want to play games anymore.
Not a broke bitch plan, you can always rent 60 FPS. Because of course, you didn't think when you bought your fancy new Switch Pro that you'd be able to just boot up the games you already own and take advantage of all that power without paying even more, did ya? You
That's
dumb
disgusting.
bitch. I tariff you for being so stupid. Hang up, chubby face, twirly hat, lollipop Vance. And the sad part about all the price gouging.
Can we get to the point where we can get Nintendo games on the PC yet? Can I get the newest? Can I get the newest Super Smash on Steam, please? I don't want it. I don't want it.
You kidding me? A fucking Nintendo lawyer is gonna teabag you for even trying that.
These games look fun as hell. We've got Red Faction Gorilla, another mech game, wheelchair basketball, Metroid Prime 4, Escape from Bloodborne, Kirby, Mario Kart Horizon, and some of these games are only going to cost $70. I mean, some of them might cost $80 and maybe $90 in some of the physical editions, but don't worry, once a year, some of these games will go on a deep discount of 10% off. What do you guys have opinions?
Yeah, that's another thing. Nintendo games never go on sale. They stay the same price forever.
Yeah, the Pokemon, I think it was X. How long ago they come out?
X and Y?
Yeah.
Wait, X and Y.
Yeah.
That was for the 3DS.
You can buy it on the Switch for full price still.
Wait, you can buy it on the Switch?
Yeah, you can go to Nintendo Shop and get it on the Switch, and it's still $60.
That spaghetti bender
Yeah, that.
Mario is a fake and a fraud. All of Mushroom Kingdom knows this. Massive bitch Mario, that's what we call him. $80 for Mario. Luigi's the better brother, I've always said this. Mario can't even
Another
hold
Luigi's
on to
Mansion?
Princess Peach, and all of Mushroom Kingdom's been an Earth Castle, I'll tell you that much. But not you, Mario. I wonder why that is.
You know what's sad, too?
What?
Their games are nowhere near as good as they used to. For example, take 2 titles I'm thinking of, Luigi's Mansion and Paper Mario. Each new variant of said series just gets really, really boring, really, really lame, uncreative, and the gameplay sucks. Yeah.
Turkey man. Hello, love.
Yeah, we're complaining about Nintendo charging more money for their shit.
Wait, FLEEKZOID.
And you better not
Oh,
buy
God.
it
Yeah, you
for
like to hear his post
$80.
up.
You know how much shit I got from Big Winnie for all those tariffs? He told us, he said, we'll be banning Hollywood movies in our country. I said,
Okay.
do it, pussy. That's actually a great idea. I think I might do
Sure.
the same here. Have you seen that new Snow White movie?
That's the phase of maybe a really good orgasm.
That's the face of a dirt.
So bad. I tariff Snow White and the 7 slightly shorter than average fellas. Minion Vance, hang up the phone. Then they get another stab on you with the tech demo, and this one's just for shits and giggles. No one was gonna play this tech demo anyways, but they're still gonna charge you $10 for it.
Yeah, you pay $10 for the tech demo.
Seriously?
Yeah.
They're seriously doing that?
Yeah.
For a fucking demo that should be something that's free.
Yep. Welcome to modern gaming.
What, do you guys not have a ski mask and a Glock? The demo is $10. I'm tariffing that demo. I tariff them. Now I know why the Switch 2 is coming out in Pride Month. Doug Bowser just won't stop fucking me. Oh, listen, I just made it to the jiggle joint. I gotta go. What do you mean I can't touch Crystal? I tariff you, Crystal. I'm tariffing that big juicy ass of yours, Crystal. Hang up the phone. And then another detail, and you're gonna think this is a bad
Jibbers.
thing, but it's actually a pretty good thing. They're calling it the Switch 2 because you get 2 hours of battery life.
Oh, yeah. That's the exact same. That's the exact same as the normal Switch.
Sheesh.
Thank God! Now I only have to play 2 hours of that shitty new Power World without guns at a time.
Yeah.
Whoa! Tariff! That's it for Trump House, everyone. Now, if you excuse me, I'm flying to Mexico so I can pre-order the Switch 2, and they're gonna pay for it. You are great, big, and beautiful, President Flum. You are.
Well,
I'm so conflicted. I really don't want the Switch 2 at this point, but I really, really want the newest Smash game. Whenever that comes out, then I'll care about it. But then again, I think that's the only game I want on the fucking system. It says pointless to get as the PlayStation 5, because the only game I wanted for the PlayStation 5 was Final Fantasy 7, and I don't even need it anymore because I bought it off of Steam. But I can't get the new Smash game off of Steam, so I have a dilemma. On the bright side, at least it's backwards compatible. For whatever reason, I have 2 Switches, so maybe I could just sell my old Switch to upgrade and shave off a couple of, maybe $100 or so. Anyway, thank you for joining us for this one. Bye!